So, in order for the Republican Party to be taken over by this group of people, we need them to be able to actually make it to office. And they're not going to make it to office if these absolute thugs and tyrants keep arresting them because they said something they didn't like. Speaking, of course, of Michigan Republican gubernatorial candidate Ryan Kelly, the FBI arrested him. He said, let me see. It's a pending case. I'm looking for, he's charged 17 months after the January 6th riot. The same day, the House committee investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol is to hold a primetime hearing Thursday. That's today, by the way, as of this recording. To present never-seen video, new audio, and massive evidence following a year-long investigation by the select panel of disgusting Democrats.
And he was ratted out through the anonymous tip line.
Yeah. Was he there? Yes, knowingly entering or remaining in a restricted building or grounds without lawful authority. They were letting them in, and it's a fucking public building. It's the
that
people's
we pay
building.
for.
I hate that. I hate this whole idea that Nancy Pelosi owns the Capitol. Screw you, Nancy. You don't even belong in the Capitol at this point, as far as I'm concerned, with your nonsense, with your two $20,000 refrigerators and your fucking, no mask during the pandemic, getting your hair done, and your
insider trading,
and you're screaming at everybody to kiss a China person, somebody from Chinatown. Come on down to China, give them a hug, no problems. Why don't you wear your mask? 3 months later. Oh, what a despicable woman. So
Kelly has been released on bail now, though. Just as update on that.
I don't know. This may end up making him a shoo-in.
Yeah, I mean, I'd vote for him after that.
Well, that Michigan governor that they've had. Here we go. FBI arrest Michigan Republican. Oops, wrong way. Still getting used to all the zooming and trying to get them working here, but so they arrested him. They arrested him today, and he's already out on bail. You say?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I mean,
he's such a danger that the FBI had to raid his place and arrest him, but then he's out on bail.
Yeah. Who have they arrested for blowing up City Hall in Seattle, or the police?
Nobody.
Who have they arrested for attacking the Supreme Court building?
Trump, right?
Oh,
I think
Trump.
they impeached Trump.
They're probably going after Trump. Yeah. So I mean, what are they? I mean, who are they kidding here?
The FBI.
We get it. It's. Yeah. I mean, we're becoming a banana republic, and
we have been.
Yeah.
Listen. I've been saying this for a few years now. We are in a civil war. We're in the beginning of one that's sort of a cold War version that's slowly heating up. But we're in the middle of a civil war, and people are like, "Oh!" But I'm telling you right now, we are in it.
That's because everybody thinks a civil war is like the blue and the gray.
Yeah, line up in a field.
Yeah, like because that was an actual war. That was, I mean, like we call it the Civil War but it was really two countries fighting each other, and then the North took back over the South. Right. I mean, that was more of a traditional war.
Yeah, it was a very conventional type.
Civil wars are usually like the shit that goes on in Egypt or Cairo or something.
Absolutely.
Or Beirut,
So it starts out.
Bosnia.
We're probably more likely. We're on a civil war when it comes to the culture level, but the U.S. government, we're in the beginning of what could turn into a revolutionary war, I think, but depending on the will of the people to put up with stuff like the FBI arresting political enemies of the Democrat Party or not. That's really what we're going to see happen here.
I don't know. I mean, it's not like we haven't been through these abuses of power before. Certainly Franklin Delano Roosevelt, J. Edgar Hoover was a monster. So there are precedents for this. Woodrow Wilson was a monster. I mean, there was a lot of people that got put away.
But at those times, most of the public thought they were doing that the government was doing the right thing. Most of the population
Right.
would have thought. Now that's not the case,
I don't know how. I mean, I gotta wonder how many people were really on board with FDR. You know how hard it is to get a presidential or a constitutional amendment passed?
Yeah.
We're not talking all that long ago. And they passed a constitutional amendment limiting a president to 2 terms. And they got that done after FDR's 4 terms. That is, I was like, I wish I could, you just don't have the ubiquitous media like you do now. But I got to think that there were plenty of people that just were, that there were some shenanigans going on in his stuff.
The political class didn't want that. That's why that moved so fast. I mean, the people at the time loved the guy. They thought he was just great. Oh, he saved us from World War II and the Great Depression.
I agree. There was a lot of that. But
he kind of calls both of those things, but
well, he didn't cause World War II. Well,
he didn't.
I put that more on Neville Chamberlain.
Well,
but,
he did help with, he made an enemy of Japan, and
yeah, I mean, it's probably all for the best how World War II worked out.
I know now we get drag queen story hour. We get kids that mutilate their genitals. We get companies telling us what we should buy. We get the U.S. government leaning on social media companies to ban us and silence us. We got people like Trudeau shutting down your bank if you don't. You're right. The good guys certainly won World War II, didn't they?
Wow. The kids and grandkids of the good guys certainly effed it up.
Yeah.
It's like the Gucci empire, within 2 generations it was destroyed.
I often wonder. It's like the that meme a couple years ago during Trump or whatever. It was like, oh, punch Nazi, and then some old World War II vet looking at his daughter that's removed her tits and look, and he's like, this is what I fought for.
Yeah. No, I know.
And she's punching another World War II vet, calling him a Nazi because he had a MAGA hat on. That was the joke of the meme. It was it was one of those you look at you honestly have that weird, like, I want to laugh, but I also feel so angry and disgusted. I don't know. It's a very weird feeling, isn't it?
Well, and then today I'm going to end this with a great stone toss meme.
Oh yes, I saw that.
It shows a parent taking their kid away from church, saying groomer, and then leading them into drag show.
Yeah.
It's like,
so good.
There you go.
He's so good at that sort of thing.
He knows how to. He's a very minimalist cartoonist. So he knows how to just drive the point home like an ice pick into your brain.
He's a genius.
So,
it's no wonder they've tried so hard to disappear him from. If they ever found out who he was in real life, I would not doubt. It would not surprise me to learn there was like a legit assassination attempt on him.
I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm surprised that they haven't found him yet. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you why. Yeah, he's so, he's very good too at exposing some of the right wing, like big, some of the ridiculousness of some of that, like the rhino stuff. He's good at that too.
If you like that video, please subscribe to Drunken Yoda Unplugged, where we'll have videos, at least 2 or 3 every week, talking about the latest stories. You can reach me at Drunken Yoda 1, and of course, if you want to find the latest and greatest in movie and streaming news, you can visit us at lastmovieoutpost.com. Thank you. We'll see you on the next stream.